Question 8 have a A, B, C, D, E, F. A is we find out because the leading coefficient is 1 greater than 0, so open upward. If the leading coefficient is negative, it's open downward. B, find out the vertex. Vertex is x coordinate is negative b over 2a. Since b is 2, a is 1, plug in, and 2 negative 2 over 2 is negative 1. That's x coordinate of vertex, negative 1. Y coordinate is y equal function name h of x is negative 1. So x use negative 1, plug in. Negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1 minus 3. Negative 1 squared, it's 1. And 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 minus 3. Equal, it's negative 4. So the vertex is negative 1, negative 4. And the axis of symmetry is the same as same formula as x coordinate of vertex is x equal negative b over 2a. So we figure out here x equal negative 1 is the axis of symmetry. X-intercept is let y equal 0. Solve for the x. So y equal x squared plus 2x minus 3. Let this y equal 0, which is this equals 0. X squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Solve for the x. We can factor it. Put the x. Negative 3, you can choose 3 times negative 1. It's a negative 3. 3 add negative 1 is positive 2. So factor as x plus 3 times x minus 1 equals 0. X plus 3 equals 0. X is a negative 3. X minus 1 equals 0. X is 1. So x-intercept is a negative 3. Y coordinate is 0. And x is 1 coordinate 1, 0. The two are x-intercept. And y-intercept. Y-intercept is let x equal 0 and get y. Y equal h of 0. X uses 0, plug in. X is x is 0, plug in, get 0 squared. X squared 0 squared plus 2 times x is 0, plug in, minus 3. So 0 squared is 0. 2 times 0 is 0, minus 3. You got negative 3. So the y-intercept, the point, x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is negative 3. Now we are going to draw the graph and the label the above, all of the above. So graph, you can use either graphing paper to draw, or you can make it. So first of all, we have to draw x-axis and the y-axis. So we draw like this and draw a line that's we call x-axis. They call x-axis, and draw a vertical line. I already draw over here. Draw a x-axis, and then mark 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to the left negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, and etc. And the upper y-axis, this y-axis, the upper one 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and equal distance 1 units. Like a downward, it's a negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. And then we plot the point. First of all, we already see the graph is open upward, A. From B, B is a vertex. Vertex, it's a negative 1, negative 4. Vertex is a negative 1, negative 4. So find out the x coordinate is a negative 1. Y coordinate is a negative 4. Intersection, negative 1 and negative 4 intersection. This point, x coordinate is a negative 1. And y coordinate is a negative 4. This point is a vertex. Negative 1, negative 4. It's a vertex. This point is a vertex. Then C, axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is x equal -1 is the axis of symmetry. So you draw a vertical line through x equal -1. Draw a vertical line, and this line is x equal -1. A vertical line through -1. That's axis of symmetry. And that means the graph is symmetric to this line, this vertical line. That's C. Then D, figure out, plot the x-intercept. X-intercept are -3, 0. So here, x-coordinate is -3, y-coordinate is 0 on x-axis. Another one is 1, 0. X-coordinate is 1, y-coordinate is 0, also on x-axis. So the graph is intersect with x-axis at the 2 points. So the 2 points we call x-intercept. You can see it is symmetric, equal distance. The two are equal distance. This is 2 units, this 2 units, equal distance to this line. And the other one is a y-intercept. Y-intercept we figure out is 0, -3. 0, -3. This one is a y-intercept. So it's here, x is 0, y is -3. Now, so far you have x-intercept, 2 points, y-intercept, and the vertex. So far you have 4 points, and the axis of symmetry. Now we need to plot more points, And this point you can get from symmetry, since from axis of symmetry to the 1 unit to the right, then 1 unit to the left, which is -2. This -1, this -2. So this x-coordinate -2, y-coordinate also -3, because this is a symmetric point to the axis of symmetry. So according to this y-intercept, you can get this point. This point is -2, -3. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Now you can try to get more points. Like here, x is 2. X is 2. Figure out y-coordinate. So use x is 2, plug in. X is 2, plug into original function. The original function is y equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3, original function. So it's y equal x use 2, plug in 2 squared plus 2 times 2 minus 3. Original function is x squared plus 2x minus 3. X use 2, plug in. So get 2 squared plus 2 times 2 minus 3. 2 squared is 4. 2 times 2 is 4 minus 3. You got 5. So 2, 5. It's when x equal 2, y is 5. So when x is 2 and y is 5, intersection is this point. And you can use symmetry. Symmetry. So from this point to this axis of symmetry is 3 units. 1, 2, 3 units. So to the left, 3 units from -1, -2, -1, -2 until -4, 3 units. 3 units. You got x is a coordinate is a -4, y coordinate is still 5. They are symmetric. You got this point. So when x equal -4, y coordinate is still 5, because it's symmetry. So this is a vertex. Vertex -1, -4, and the two are symmetry, same function value, -3. X coordinate -2, y coordinate -3. X coordinate is 0, y coordinate also -3, symmetric. And the two are symmetric. When x is 1, y coordinate is 0. When x is -3, y coordinate is 0. So it's 2 units. Then 3 units. Get x is 2. Y coordinate is 5. X is 2. And y coordinate is 5. So it's 3 units to the left from axis of symmetry. Then 3 units to the left is -4, 5. So the two are symmetric. Now, so far, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. And connect those 7 points and make a parabola. Make a parabola. Open upward. Open upward. This minimum point, function value minimum, lowest one, it's a vertex. Axis of symmetry. And which is x-intercept. Axis of symmetry is x equal -1. The 2 points is x-intercept. And this point is y-intercept. And those need to be labeled. The next question, next example. This example, g of x. Example for question 8. Y equal g of x equal -x squared minus 3x plus 4. A, open up or open downward. First, you have to look at A. A is a -1. B is -3. C is 4. If this A we call leading coefficient. A positive, open upward. The graph open upward, parabola. And if A is negative, leading coefficient is negative, the parabola is open downward. Since this example, this quadratic function is -1, this x squared, -1, negative, less than 0. So it's open downward. B, find vertex. The vertex formula is s coordinate is equal -b over 2a, equal negative b is -3, plug it in, over 2 times a is -1, plug it in a, and get this. So negative times negative is still negative, 3 over 2. And then you got x coordinate for vertex, and plug it into original function, g function, and you got y coordinate. Now, y equal g of x coordinate is -3 over 2, equal x use -3 over 2, plug it in. So it's negative, x use -3 over 2, plug it in, square, minus 3, x use -3 over 2, plug it in, and plus 4, equal negative -3 over 2 square, -3 square is 9, 2 square is 4. Negative times negative is plus, 3 times 3 is 9 over 2, plus 4. 4 is 4 over 1. Now, 4 to 1. So LCD should be 4. So first one is -9 over 4, no problem. Second one, you need times by 2 and get the denominator is 4. 9 times 2 is 18. The third one, third term, you have times by 4, both sides, get 16 over 4. Now they have same denominator, 4, numerator, -9, add 18, add 16 is 25. That's a y coordinate. So then we insert vertex. X coordinate is -3 over 2. Y coordinate is 25 over 4. That's a vertex. That's for B. And next, axis of symmetry, C. Axis of symmetry formula is x equal -b over 2a. Same formula as s coordinate of vertex. So is x equal -3 over 2. That's a vertical line, axis of symmetry. Then find out x-intercept. X-intercept, you let y equal 0, which is original function y equals 0. So this side, function value equals 0. So 0 equal -x squared minus 3x plus 4. So write as -x squared minus 3x plus 4 equals 0. And factor it. So here, -1. We can factor as -1 times 1 is -1. 4 we can factor as 4 times 1. Then you try it until you get negative times 4 times -1 is a positive 4. cross multiplication. -4 times 1 is -4. -1 times -1 is +1. Add together is -3. So that's fit. This x term coefficient is -3. So then you put the x, so you will get -x minus 4 quantity, parenthesis, x minus 1. So this is a factor as the two factors equal 0. You can check it. -x times x is -x squared. Then -x times -1 is +x. Combined with -4x, inner term product, add together is -3x. -4 times -1 is +4, so it's equivalent. Then you let -x minus 4 equal 0 or x minus 1 equal 0. Then move over, divide x equal -4 or x equal 1. So x-intercepts are x coordinate -4, y coordinate is 0, and or x coordinate is 1, and y coordinate is 0. That's x-intercept. And y-intercept is let x equal 0. So the g equal y equal g of 0. X use 0 plug in. Original function is here. X is 0 plug in. So here x is 0 plug in, that's 0. -3 times 0 is 0. Add 4. 0, 0, add 4. So y should be equal 4 when x is 0, because this is 0. X is 0, this is 0. Add 4, so y should be equal 4. So when x equals 0, should be 4. So when x is 0, you plug in. X use 0 plug in. That's 0. Add 4 is 4. So y-intercept is 0, 4. Now, then we go to draw the graph. Draw the graph. First of all, you draw x-axis. Mark, use the ruler, equal distance, units, 0, 1, 2, 3, and the other side is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Use the ruler, mark. The 1 unit is equal length, 1 unit. And then draw a vertical line, which is y-axis, and the intersection we call the corresponding point is 0, number 0. Then go up positive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also equal length, 1 unit. Downward is -1, -2. Equal length, 1 unit. Now, first of all, we know it's open downward, and that's A. B part is vertex. B is vertex. Vertex is -3/2 and 25/4. -3/2 is -1 and 1/2. 25/4 is 6 and 1/4. So -1 and the -2 between it, right in the middle, is -3/2. -1 and 1/2. And 6 and 1/4. So between -1 and the -2, we got -3/2. And 6 and 1/4 is between 6 and 7. And partition into 1, 2, 3. Partition into 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. Into 4 equal units. And the first one is 6 and 1/4. Which is 25/4. So is this one. This is 6 and 1/4, which is 25/4. And then go this intersection with -3/2 and get this point. That point is the vertex, which is -3/2, and the y coordinate 25/4 is this we call vertex. Then we draw the axis of symmetry, which is x equal -3/2, which is -1 and 1/2. So through this point, draw a vertical line. That's the axis of symmetry. This one is this line is the axis of symmetry. The graph is symmetric to the vertical line. So then you figure out the x-intercept. X-intercept, it's a -4, 0. So go -4, 0 on x-axis. And 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 and the -4. That's x-intercept. You can see here 1 units, 2 units, half units, 2 and the half units from axis of symmetry. Half units, 1 units, 1 unit, total 2 and the half units is this x-intercept. And from axis symmetry, half units, 1 units, 1 units, total also 2 and the half units to the left. You got this point. So the 2 points is symmetric to the axis of symmetry, equal. 2 and a half units to the right, get this point. 2 and a half units to the left, get another point. They are symmetric points. That's x-intercept. And here say y-intercept is 0, 4. So on x-axis, find 0, y coordinate is 4. So this on y-axis, this point is 0, 4. Now you can use symmetry. Since to the x-axis, it's 1 and a half units. So from axis symmetry to the right, half and 1 units, 1 and a half units get 0.04. Symmetry. So to the left, half and 1 units, 1 and a half units get x coordinate is -3. Y coordinate also 4. The two are symmetric points. -3, 4 are symmetric points. And you can see on here, vertex, this is vertex. Go up, go left 1 units. And go -3, 4, -3, 4, symmetric with 1, 0. -3, 4, symmetric with 0, 4. -3, 4, -3, 4, symmetric with 0.04. The two are symmetric points. Another one is -4, 0 is symmetric with 1, 0. The two are symmetric points. So far you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Now you need 5 more points. More points is down here. You can let x equal 2. X equal 2. X equal 2. Then y equal, plug into original function. The function is this negative x use 2, plug in 2 squared minus 3 times 2 plus 4. So you got is -2 squared minus 3 times 2 plus 4. Figure out is 2 squared is 4 with negative sign. Minus 3 times 2 is 6 plus 4. So you will get it's a -6. So 2, -6. So when x is 2, y coordinate is -6. Intersection is here, this point. And this point is to the left of axis symmetry is 1, 2, 3 and a half units. 1, 2, 3 and a half units. Therefore, to the left, half 1, 2, 3 and a half units. Get x coordinate is -5. The y coordinate also 6. 6. So -5, 6. They are symmetry. So you got another point by symmetry. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Now you have 7 points. And connect those 7 points. And you will get open downward. Parabola. Open downward. So those 2 examples. And let's talk about one example very similar to your homework question. Homework question number 8. For the function f of x equal -2x squared minus, here's minus 5x plus 3. Now I'm going to give you example. Here's a plus. Plus, it's not minus. You do this one. You do minus 5x plus 3. Now I'm going to give you one example here. Only this minus change to plus as example. So first of all, open up, A, open downward or open upward. You look at leading coefficient, -2. Since the -2 is less than 0, is open downward. If positive, greater than 0 is open upward. Here is a summary over here. If A is a positive, greater than 0, open upward. This is general form, ax squared plus bx plus c. Quadratic function, general form. If A less than 0, leading coefficient is less than 0, open downward. Axis of symmetry is x equal -b over 2a. Vertex, x coordinate is -b over 2a. Y coordinate is, once you get x coordinate, then plug into function, you get y value, y coordinate. X-intercept is you let original function y coordinate equals 0. Solve for the x. If can be factored, you can factor it. If cannot be, if you don't know how to factor it, you can use quadratic formula. Quadratic formula get x-intercept. This 2a -b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. And y coordinate is 0. And the y-intercept is you let x equals 0. X equals 0, you plug it into the here. 0, add 0 plus c. So y equals c. So y coordinate is c. So this is the general form for graphing for the quadratic function. Now this example, here plus is not minus. You do minus, I do plus. Leading coefficient is negative, so open downward. B, find vertex. Find vertex. A is -2. B is 5, C is 3. So vertex x coordinate formula equal -b over 2a. B is 5, plug in. 2 times a is -2, plug in. Negative times negative become positive, 5 over 4. That's x coordinate of vertex. And find out y coordinate. Y coordinate is equal g of x substitute by 5 over 4. So plug into this function. -2, x use 5 over 4, quantity square, x use 5 over 4, plug in, plus 5 times 5 over 4 plus 3. So figure out equal to -2 times 5 squared, 25, 4 squared, 16, plus 5 times 5, 25 over 4, plus 3 is 3 over 1. Then here cancel 2, cancel 2. And 16 divided by 2 is 8. So this becomes -25 over 8. Plus times 2 both sides. And get denominator is 8. This times by 8 both sides. Get denominator is 8. So LCD 8. Numerator -25. Add 25 times 2 is 50. Plus 3 times 8 is 24. Those add together is 49 over 8. Then you write down the vertex. X coordinate is 5 over 4. Y coordinate is 49 over 8. That's the vertex. Then we go find the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry formula is x equal -b over 2a, which is the same as the x coordinate of vertex. X equal -b, it's 5. 2 times a is -2. So it's x equal 5 over 4. It's a vertical line. Then find all the x-intercept. All the x-intercept, you let y equals 0, solve for the x. So which is this, y equals 0. And you got -2x squared plus 5x plus 3 equals 0. Solve for the x. And solve for this for the x. And since this can be factored, -2 you can factor as -2 times 1. Put on first column. 3 you can factor as -1 times -3 is +3. Tying together is +3, constant term. Then you cross multiplication. -2 times -3 is +6. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Add together is positive 5. That's fit the external coefficient positive 5. So then you put an x, So you got negative 2x minus 1 times quantity x minus 3 equals 0. Then either negative 2x minus 1 equals 0 or x minus 3 equals 0. Then this, solve it, get negative 1 over 2, x equals 3. So x-intercept is x coordinate, negative 1 over 2, y coordinate is 0, or 3, 0. That's x-intercept. And y-intercept, you let x equal 0 to get y. And so you let x equals 0, plug into original function, and g of x is 0, plug in. So here is 0 squared, 0 times negative 2 is 0. Add 5 times 0 is 0. Add 3. So 0, add 0, add 3. So get y equals 3. So it's here, negative 2, x use 0, plug in. So those are 0. Add 3 is 3. So then y-intercept is 0, 3. Then we can draw the graph. This is the graph. First of all, axis of symmetry. X equal to 5 over 4. X equal 5 over 4, which is 1 and 1/4. 1 and 1/4. So you go partition between 1 and 2. You partition into 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So first one is between 1, add 1/4. So it's 1 and 1/4. This point, 1 and 1/4, which is 5 over 4. Then draw vertical line through this 5 over 4. And that is x equal 5 over 4. Is axis of symmetry. The graph is symmetric to this vertical line. Then you draw vertex. The vertex is a 5 over 4. 5 over 4. 48 over 8. This vertex. X coordinate is 5 over 4 is 1 and 1/4. And the 49 divided by 8 is 6 and 1/8. So that's a vertex. So we got 5 over 4, which is this one. 6, this is a 6 and 1/8, which is between 6 and 7. You partition into 8. So partition into 8 equal parts. 1/8. So 48 over 6. 6 and 1/8 here, very close to 6. So then this and the x coordinate 5 over 4 intersection at this point. X coordinate is 1 and 1/4. Y coordinate is 6 and 1/8. That's the vertex. Then x-intercept, y-intercept. X-intercept here, negative 1 help 0, 3, 0. So 3, 0. Between 0 and the negative 1, this is negative 1 half. So the 2 points on x-axis is x-intercept. You can see it is symmetric. This is 1 and 3/4. Total 3/4, add 4/4, total 7/4. And to the left also 7/4, 1/4, add 4/4, 5/4, add 2 more quarter. So total 7/4. So this is symmetric to this axis of symmetry. Y-intercept. Y-intercept 0, 3. So this point, 0, 3, this point. Since it is symmetric, so go 1 and 1/4 units. 1 and 1/4 units is from axis of symmetry. So go right 1 and 1/4 units. And you got it's 3 over 2. Also 3. This is symmetric. So far you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. And you figure out more points like negative 1. And you can use x equal -1, easier to do. X equal -1, plug it in. Plug it into function, original function y equal -2. X use -1 square plus 5 times x plus 3. So it's -2 minus 5 plus 3. So equal -6. So -1. When x is -1, y coordinate is -4. -4. So it's this point. Now you can use symmetry. And that's from axis symmetry is 1 units, 2 units, and 1/4 units. So to the right also 2 and 1/4 units. You got 7/2. X coordinate 7/2. Y coordinate also -4 is the symmetric points. Symmetric points. You can see this -1, 4 symmetric. This 7/2 -4. Same function value, y value symmetric. -1/2 symmetric to 3. Same function value is 0. The two are symmetric, 0, 3, and 3/2, 3. Same function value. And this middle, this one is the vertex. So far you have 7 points. Connect those 7 points. Draw the curve and get the graph.